White flag raised. And that's a false start. False start. All 11 runners back at the start, the tape being redrawn. And they're off. Coming up to pass the stands, spread across the track in the centre, Clara Native prominent, with over towards the far side, Connemara Kate. They share the early lead ahead of Sister Steve. I Think Best towards the outside between horses Shabra Charity. Dada taking a keen hold just behind them as they round the turn. It'll bring them on towards the first of the 8 flights. Connemara Kate the inside, a narrow leader over Clara Native. They've stretched on about 4 or 5 lengths in front of Sister Steve towards the inside. Dada improving. With them, Shabra Charity towards the outside, I Think Best ahead of Live Trade. Top of the head next, and then Sean-Airgead, Mercini Moss, and Violinist brings up the rear as they stream out over the first. The leader, Connemara Kate, on the inside by less than a length from Clara Native. They're followed by Dada up on the outside of Shabra Charity and Sister Steve. Behind them in 6th is I Think Best, then top of the head and Live Trade together. Mercini Moss on the outside of Sean-Airgead and a 6-length break to Violinist as they rise at the second. Connemara Kate led Clara Native by a little over a length. They're followed by Shabra Charity running third, with on the outside Dada sharing that spot. Sister Steve 5. I Think Best the outside 6 ahead of top of the head and Live Trade, and then Mercini Moss. Sean-Airgead last but one, a 3-length break to the back marker Violinist as they head on towards the flight before the straight. The third on this circuit, the leader is Connemara Kate, narrow advantage over Clara Native. Dada is close on the outside in third, and behind them, improving towards the outside, I Think Best, with Shabra Charity the inner. Between them, Sister Steve, and then Live Trade, with top of the head keeping to the inside rail ahead of Mercini Moss. Sean-Airgead and Violinist the final pair as they come to jump the flight in the straight, the fourth. Connemara Kate, Clara Native, and on the stand side, Dada, as they come on to pass the winning post. Connemara Kate on the far side, the leader. Dada showing just second ahead of Clara Native. I Think Best in the hoop colours, and the stand side just fourth with Shabra Charity on his inside. Sister Steve in the maroon and white next, followed by top of the head and Live Trade. Then Sean-Airgead on the inside of Mercini Moss, and still at the back, Violinist. But about 8 lengths covering them as they head downhill with 6 furlongs to race. They're heading towards their 5th flight, which is 4 from home. Connemara Kate from Dada. Clara Native remains close up, disputing the 2nd spot. Shabra Charity in 4th on the inside. Then Sister Steve with I Think Best, top of the head towards the inside. And then Sean-Airgead making a little headway. Live Trade pushed along, also pushed along Mercini Moss. And still at the back, Violinist as they continue on towards the 3rd last flight. Connemara Kate from Dada. Clara Native, Shabra Charity close on the inside. I Think Best towards the outer, top of the head. Sister Steve and Sean-Airgead just behind them as they clear that flight. Slight mistake there by I Think Best as they head into the bottom turn, less than half a mile to race. Connemara Kate, Shabra Charity second. Clara Native on the outside is third, and they're chased by an improving top of the head. Also closing Sean-Airgead. Dada weakens. Sister Steve is next, and I Think Best trying to get back into it. As they approach the second last, Connemara Kate, Shabra Charity. On the outside is Clara Native. Sean-Airgead right with them. Top of the head, a mistake on the inner as they head to the turn in now. Shabra Charity in the blue colours with Clara Native the outside. Sister Steve right with them. On the inside is Sean-Airgead as they head up the straight towards the final flight. Shabra Charity in the centre. Clara Native stand side. Sean-Airgead challenging over towards the inner, and then Sister Steve on the run in. Sean-Airgead towards the far side of Shabra Charity. They fight it out. Clara Native a close third. Sean-Airgead on the far side as they go to the line. Sean-Airgead will win it from Shabra Charity. Clara Native third, and in fourth place was Sister Steve.
The result of the third race: first number 2, second number 3, third number 12. Number 5 was 4th, number 9 was 5th. That's 2, 3, 12, 5 from 9. The distances in the third race: 3 parts of a length, a half a length, 3.5 lengths, and 9 lengths. That's 3 parts of a length, a half a length, 3.5 lengths, and 9 lengths. The time for the race: 4 minutes, 0.4 seconds.
It's a local success here at Sligo when number 2, Sean-Airgead, trained by Mark McNiff and ridden by Derek Fox, wins for Brendan Flynn in the Leo McMorran Memorial Handicap. So a big reception here in Sligo for a local success of number 2, Sean-Airgead, getting the better of Shabra Charity and Clara Native. Now we welcome Pat O'Grady, the nephew of Leo McMurrough, and this name, of course, is associated with the Leo McMurrough Memorial Handicap Hurl, and he's making the presentation now to the winning owner, Brendan Flynn.
Next, Boulay on the outside, Words of Wisdom and Neighbourly are next, and then Silly Dancer, being followed by Bangalore Golden on the inside in Tar Trail. Into the home straight they come now, and Give Me Shelter, who's been in front from the jump from the gate, leads Gohintok. Boulay on the outside of Pink, and then Words of Wisdom now picking up on the stand side, and they're being followed by Alpha and Omega. Boulay gets to the front, but Words of Wisdom now coming on the near side. Down the outside, Apple Tree Magic and Silly Dancer with late bursts. And over on the far side, Alpha Omega, Words of Wisdom and Boulay. From on the inside, Alpha and Omega.